Hello? Can you see this? There we go. Hey, welcome back, one and all. Today we're going to be playing Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside of Bag of Milk. I have literally no idea what this game is about. All I know is it's a psychological horror, and I feel awful. It is the 27th. It's 11 a.m. I have a splitting headache. I'm actually on the verge of crying from how bad my head hurts. And I've been on the phone with the DMV for like 3 hours. You know when you're playing Amnesia and you have sanity points? My sanity has not been lower this whole month. I feel terrible. So I thought, what better time than to jump into a psychological horror game and literally just send me over the brink for your own entertainment. So let's start a new game. Let's see what's up. I don't know what this game's about. I just like the art style. Like the sound direction so far. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning on a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. No, phantasms. Never heard of phantasms before? I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. On the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's your first thought? Ah ha ha ha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. I thought I was doing bad. It's like me after DMV hung up on me 3 times in a row. I'm about to have my Joker moment right now. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door, the shadow intensifying their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door down. Break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. You ever just have an insane person thought before? I'm loving the sound design so far. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it out from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. Dude, young women do have this like kind of level of empathy that like even I can't wrap my head around. I mean, honestly, it's very sweet. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward dude, that's like the most, like if you've ever suffered from serious depression, that's the most like, I bought this bag of milk. How could I? I'm a monster and I'm worthless. I was like, dude, the mind really do be broken sometimes. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. Very frightening or very erotic? I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claws pierce my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. This is actually what anti-vaxxers think happens when you get a COVID booster. You know, I'm telling you, this is a PSA right now. Get your COVID booster, dude. All right? This is what this is what anti-vaxxers think getting a COVID vaccine is like. This is actually what it's like to get COVID. Demons come and inject sinew into you. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frenetically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from the pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in an anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Is it crazy that this is helping my headache? Because I'm like, dude, this is... Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Dude, fuck. I'm sorry. Jesus. Say it. Say you hate milk. It's animal abuse. Veganism is the only ethical form of consumption. Say it! I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Legit how it'd be when you go to Whole Foods, dude. Try getting the regular nuggies, and they're like, oh, but we got the vegan nuggies, and you're like, I don't really think there's any kind of ethical form of consumption under capitalism, and I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Oh, gee, this hits way too close to home. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. Isn't disassociation so fun? And there was a time when the last minutes before I slept were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake. Lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. I was gonna say, you should really see a psychiatrist, my friend. You are suffering. It's okay to not be okay. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Generally speaking, I take my my medication in the morning, or at least I try to. I find it harder to sleep at night when I take like my antidepressants. So because I like a lot of these medicines that help with kind of like mental illnesses are often what are they? They're like serotonin like re-up inhibitors. So like taking them at night would make it worse, like make your sleeplessness worse. Again, I'm no doctor, but that's my understanding of it. So I don't think taking a bunch of them all at once at night is a good idea. I think that's also the case for like antipsychotics too. Like if you have schizophrenia or like bipolar disorder, I think they're also like serotonin re-up inhibitors usually. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I also don't think you should be chewing on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. I'm also not sure that's how capsules generally work. Like, I mean, it depends what you're taking, but I think most medications are not like liquid Tylenol in a capsule. They're also the reason they're usually not like that is to prevent like abuse. They usually have like delayed what is it like a delay. It slowly gets into your bloodstream as opposed to all at once, so that you can't abuse it, you know? Like I know a lot of like ADHD medicine and ADD medicine is like you take it and it like slowly works as opposed to hitting you all at once, so people don't try to get high off them. The pill flies straight to the waste-bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Just take your medicine, man. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, I found I had a lot of problems sleeping when I first got on like medication for the first time. So they do often prescribe you like sleep medications in tandem with your medications that make it hard to sleep, because the nature of a lot of mental illness is like chemical imbalances in the brain. So when you mess with that kind of stuff, it can be hard to get to sleep. Generally, though, it has to be pretty serious for them to give you something that's stronger than like a melatonin or like just like a low grade sleep aid, because from my understanding, like hardcore sleep medication is A, like addicting, and then B, like loses efficacy over time. So you'd have to be in a real tight spot for them to just be like prescribing you like sleep pills, like real hardcore sleep pills. Again, not a doctor. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. That one's sad. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Can I get some of that one? Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. Also some of those. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. I mean, your mom might be a jerk, but like, you should really take your medicine, dude. Even if it's not for you, like even if it's really not the right move for you, you can't just stop taking them. You'll get sick. Like you can't just quit cold turkey in the middle of like a medicine routine. You'll start going through withdrawals. Or I don't know if they're actually considered withdrawals. They feel like withdrawals to me. Like if you just like quit cold turkey, you know, your body is a finely tuned machine, and just messing with the chemical balances through medications and then stopping in the middle of nowhere sounds like a bad idea. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Hey. Hey. Oh, hey. You gotta click on it. Yo. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. This one seems kind of mean, even if it's like joking. I don't know this person well enough to be joking like that. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. Sleep is very important. Really, any problem you're having, a lack of sleep can really, really exasperate, especially if it's like stuff with the brain. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you. At all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can only imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see. Yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. It's kind of like removal from the self is kind of common. I think when under extreme psychological duress, especially for long periods of time, it can be daunting to kind of make sense of your situation. So I think like literally like removing yourself from yourself is like at least something that I've experienced for sure. Times where I've had to like kind of like remote control myself like a sim game, like a mech or something, you know? Like your body is giving up on you so hard that you need to basically like override controls, and you're playing in like second person. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneering looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. A little like weird. Okay, I guess maybe it's unfair to call it weird, but like I think these rituals can help, especially when you're kind of going through it. For me, like I used to smoke when I was younger, and I don't smoke anymore. But oftentimes people become addicted to smoking because it offers them some respite from whatever kind of stress they're going through at the time. So I kind of like what she's doing with like this weird like cubed squared thing. I just like imagine I'm smoking a cigarette and I feel better, which is kind of sad for how long it's been since I've smoked, but whatever works, I guess. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Dude, this girl speaks the true. When you're going through it, dude, just anything is a victory. Is that why you threw away the medicine? You shouldn't have done that. What a stupid decision, right? Okay, so that is a dumb decision, and I want to reinforce that it's a dumb decision to be throwing away your medicine like that. But I don't want to be like mean. Whatever it was your your I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I don't know. So, you know, a little bit of tough love, undoubtedly. Moreover, it's dangerous. I know. You keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travels down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. Okay, I've never had this kind of experience from taking my medication, but one time I did take an edible, you know, a marijuana edible, and I got so high I thought I could like feel like the inside of my body, like kind of what she's describing. I thought I could like feel like my like windpipe like opening and closing. Like I thought I could like feel my organs moving. It actually made me so sick I started throwing up uncontrollably. And then I thought I could like feel that. So this is I don't know. Bad times for sure. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsen my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. Maybe I should have done that. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. That's interesting. So I guess like the medicine kind of helps with her dissociation from herself. That ends up making her feel lonelier because this voice in her head isn't there anymore. I can relate to that. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. You want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Me too, sister. Me too. Me too. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Let's just enjoy some time. Still to this day, when I feel really overwhelmed, I find it helps a lot to lay on the ground and just kind of stare at the ceiling or the sky or whatever. There's a Sylvia Plath quote I love. It's I believe it goes something along the lines of It's like what a wonderful thing to like fall to the ground, to know I have fallen and can or I think it's like it's how comforting the ground is to know I have fallen and can fall no further. Like really, it kind of is like very comforting to know, like when you're feeling, at least for me, when you're feeling low and you're feeling down, to just lay on the ground and look up and to know you cannot fall any further. Like the floor has you, like there's some solid ground there. I find it very comforting. I carefully extract my thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. I don't know that would make me feel better. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? That is cuter. I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, started whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just, that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Dude, to have racing thoughts and to not be able to think of anything. Truly a curse. Enough. I hate you. Dude, what are all these boxes? Is this your room? You should pick up a self-help book that tells you to clean your room, dude. I sprung to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No. Start cleaning your room. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? You know what? No. It's okay to not be okay, you know? Maybe kind of a unfortunate set of circumstances that you have to be doing that alone in your room and like possibly disturbing other people, but a lot of people act like this. Really? Yeah. You know, there are a lot of people that suffer from a lot of things, you know, you're never really alone. There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Dude, that's not even late. 6 hours of sleep tops. Will you help me? Please, tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Oh. That was almost getting kind of sweet for a second, and then it really wasn't. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? Who's he? Oh, shit. Did you drink milk? Are you allergic to milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? Okay, so I dated someone that actually had this like compulsion to like remove their body hair. Like they would pull on their eyelashes, the hair on their head, like hair everywhere. It's a real disorder. I have no idea what causes it. But yeah, what a rough way of existing. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. I hope this person gets the help they need, which is like something that can sound very defeatist, like you're just writing someone off. But like really, this is someone who's deeply suffering. So I'm like, I really hope they can get the help they need. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then here, drink some milk. No! I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. Yes, see, neither and neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. If you make even the smallest mess here, I'll feel really bad. I hate to tell you this, dog, your room's disgusting. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't, and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. Is every like indie psychological horror game just Undertale now? You know? These games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in with multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear with the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around, where I would hide if I were a tiny firefly. Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small bag of light and warmth crawls out from underneath my sweater. Wowee. There's smoke coming from your clothes? Wowee. You could just torture this poor woman? That's awful. Gotta do a second playthrough to get the bad ending. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it were an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it is a point-and-click adventure game now. I tilt my head backwards, almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. It's got kind of like Scott Pilgrim versus the World vibes. Like the humor here is pretty good. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. That's mean. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. That's mean, dude. It's fucked up. Homies help homies. I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. You know what? At least they brush their teeth regularly. Or at least it seems. It can be hard to do things like shower and brush your teeth when you're in a deep funk, but it's very important that you do so. Gum disease leads to heart disease. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into the businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. Pills. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. Maybe you should like keep those somewhere that's not just like out in the open. I understand the relationship can be daunting. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Could you? Hey, calm down. You already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I have a deep sigh and come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturned. Pills rain down from it, along with them. A firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up to my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Maybe we don't click on that. Save that for later. The plants you don't water? Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, I think most insects pollinate to some degree. I don't know that they enjoy it. I get close to the flower shelf. Excuse me. Ooh. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? You can always get fake plants. I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Aren't you listening to me at all? An alarm clock. Damn, dude. It continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercise you've been taught? Why don't you just go to bed? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown, 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. Time's an illusion, you don't need that shit. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. How's that lyric go? Time is a valuable thing. Watch it flow out the window with pendulum swings. In the end, doesn't even matter. Oh, this kind of a bop. Turned down for what? I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with later. You're not a gamer? A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? Ready to get yelled at in League? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawings, engineering, calculated 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Yeah. As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And there's the situation you're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grills. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew that. What? Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further courses of action, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. I don't want to finish searching. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. It's weird that she lives in this room and so much of it is like not available to her. Oh. Different banger. The umbrella emanates a faint scent of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that if I can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. We'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. We got lots of bangers out here. Check the garbage. I get close to the waistband and inside it was curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. It also appears this person just sleeps on the floor, which I also do, so you know what? Don't throw rocks in a glass house. It's not easy to get out of here. Oh, that's like a vent. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. I look up, towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You're the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Did I? Yes, but... Oh, I did. They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. You understand now? I do. And what are those? What are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. Aw, how cute. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Hee. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. This lady's got like 3 radios in her room. Ooh. Yo. It's kind of a vibe. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Totally not cool. Senseless and cruel. You are there, but I don't care. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I'd never. After all, you're not my pet. Ehehe. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore. Got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? You think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school's curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. My mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember, and does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. The scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat would have done. Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back, knowing that these moments should never, ever be ignored. I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led into everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into my room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a feat of sudden anger, but I manage to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the locations of every item in my room. That's why I can't see them so clearly and vividly. That's why I can see them so vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. A book. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot, and I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one? It seems like your mom's, not the best. I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not get there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Dude, the oppression of a blank canvas is so real. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headaches in my heart. Oh, with a headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, and even the winds is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you? I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on the previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. Barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, that world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up into my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. I like these ones better. That's quite sad. I don't know. I actually really like looking back at my old work. It's kind of like, I feel like I suffer a lot for my artistic endeavors that like no one cares about. It's not even like good, even by my own standards. But I look back and I'm still really proud of the stuff I've done because it's like, it's permanent, you know? If you've ever read that poem Ozymandias, it's about how everything fades into like sand eventually, you know? Nothing lasts, kingdoms, emperors, glory, gold. But something that lasts a lot longer than all of that is art, you know? Like long after King Ozymandias is gone, we'll still be thinking about him through art. So I always feel very good about having finished an art project. Let's see. Oh. I wonder if the music is like random or what. Also, it seems like your laptop's plugged in for you not having touched it in a long time. This is my sleeping bed. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Good. You need some sleep. Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Okay. What is this? I can't click on it, it's just like... They're like boxes? I don't know. Okay. I think I got everything. You know? Okay, well, I think I got everything, so... Finish searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive. Right? Absolutely not. You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. You should sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. I do think lack of sleep. Well, I think one of the symptoms of lack of sleep is like paranoia. Oh, that's so mean. All right, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagine myself to be outside with my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet? You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. Yeah, dude, I care about you. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never, ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too many today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I'd nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Yeah, that's like S tier anxiety. I haven't touched those levels of anxiety yet. Like, I'm constantly worried about something going wrong, but I'm not worried about something going wrong causing more things to go wrong. You know? I'm at like the base level of paranoia. This is like paranoia squared. Stop. I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. This weird Sundari relationship I have with myself is curious. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electronic heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lie down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouette, the letters, and the eyes stayed there. I guess they liked this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard there. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. Did you never watch the YouTube video before you go to bed? Not to put my old roommate on blast, but I had a roommate that used to go to sleep watching The Office every night. Like, he would just put The Office on and go to sleep. I should ask him if he still does that. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You won't get it. I wake up in a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. The Doki Doki Literature Club wishes it could. These are levels of unsettling I have not yet seen. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. You have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that, like your name? None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, and silence. He's a wacko, and his name is Stupid. This game really has a way with words, dude. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. You've officially lost me, game. I was like really relating to everything until this shit. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. Do tall people privilege? And on one hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. What does that say? After reaching the store's door, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. That does not say 20 minutes. Or I guess in dreams, it's like hard to read. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours this way? That's if that's the intent, that's really, really clever. Because I think in dreams, it's supposed to be like close to impossible to actually read things. It uses like a different part of your brain that's not awake or something. They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Ah, what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scry-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. That's a really, really funny joke. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. That's a really funny joke. The fact that they're like, there's no way someone comes and changes the sign every 5 minutes, and then someone coming and changing the sign every 5 minutes is really good. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer with the mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean, Sniff. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hanging a new sign on the door. That's really funny still. There you are. I met Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that is formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Treshka starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard too. Oh, I don't know if I can say that. I can't believe I... But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Treshka. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right, towards a gas station. There, Treshka finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know? He turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Treshka's eyes. Yeah, dreams are weird, dude. I don't know. I think some part of that was like an amalgamation of her memory with her dad and the milk and stuff, but... Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, a game by Nikita Kryukov. Sure, John. That's what I wanted. I feel like there's more than one ending based on how mean you are to yourself, or like whether or not you get all the fireflies, or what. Is that the good ending? I mean, kind of like we've like recontextualized some trauma, maybe? Like, maybe she's upset because her father didn't stand up for her when people at the grocery store were being mean to her as a kid. What? I don't know. Bag of milk outside a bag of milk. That's like one of her weird, well, okay, maybe the weird's with me, but it's one of her like interesting analogies for stuff, right? Like it's an analogy for kind of like an out-of-body experience, which happens to children often. It's like children often cannot properly process stress, so they literally just shut down. They like cry themselves to sleep and have these like out-of-body experiences and stuff. It's pretty normal. So it's like a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk is like there was this traumatic event in her life. It seems that she was troubled behavior-wise, at least before she got pulled out of school. Like, she got pulled out of school for being erratic, or I don't know. Very interesting. We might come back for part 2 on this one, because that was really left me like at the edge of my seat there. Like, I don't know. That left me feeling all kinds of ways. But we'll call that maybe part 1, maybe the end of this for now. Remember to like and subscribe for more content, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others, you know? It's okay to not be okay. And please take your medication.